The scariest part about this is that both of my parents actively follow my YouTube channel. My dad more so than my mum. So, hi! Hello!
Howdy heck and hey my dudes. Now, real quick before we start, this video is sponsored by me and my graphic novel, Forget Me Not Aconite. Paperbacks, hardcovers, and ebooks are now available worldwide. Simply click the link in the description below to start your purchase. If you like zombies, drama, and character-driven narratives a la The Walking Dead, then there's definitely something here for you. So, I mean, you know, there's no harm in giving it a quick look, am I right? There's also a Patreon where you can support the graphic novel's continuation, or if you want something a little less renewable, you can buy me a coffee. Any bit of support to keep the series going is greatly appreciated. Alright, now back to the video.
Howdy heck and hey my dudes, how are y'all doing? Good? Good. I'm great because it's Pride Month, everything is all rainbow coloured and sweet and wholesome, corporations are trying to slip into the LGBT to try and get some of our sweet, sweet moolah. It's a good time, it's a great time. This video isn't scripted, by the way. This is just kind of something that I wanted to talk about briefly because it's something that I figured out around about December, November-ish, and yeah, what better time than Pride Month, am I right? So where do I even begin with this? Hi, my name is Silv. For now. I'm an animator, I'm a comic artist, you know, I do the fun stuff, I write the stories. And I'm not cisgendered or straight. Let me explain. Mother, wait, no, stop, don't click off the video. I promise you there is a perfectly logical explanation for this. See, in terms of gender identity, I identify as something that is known as gender fluid. It falls under the transgender umbrella. It basically means that sometimes I feel more feminine, I want to go by she, her, I want to be all pretty and girly and stuff. Sometimes I feel more masculine, I want to go by he, him, I want to be the tough, strong boy. And sometimes I feel like neither. I feel like the cute little non-binary they, them that wants to destroy society one pillar at a time. So yeah, I go by all three sets of pronouns, she, her, he, him, and they, them. Don't worry, mother, father, I know you're watching this, mother and father dearest. I'm still your daughter, I'm still a precious little girl. It's just, sometimes I'm also your son. And sometimes I'm neither, I'm just your offspring. I spent a really long time debating if I should say that I'm still their child or if I'm still their offspring, and after a very long time considering, I decided I would rather be called offspring than a child in terms of the non-binary sense. I know it might be a bit jarring and it might be a bit difficult to get used to and you might not be the most accepting of it at first, but realistically, all of the signs were there. I always had way more male friends than female friends. I was always into like the video games and Sonic the Hedgehog. Oh god, my parents don't know I'm a furry yet. There were a lot of times where my mother and my sister would go clothes shopping for like cute dresses and stuff, and I would wait outside with the boys, and my father would literally tell me to quote unquote be a woman and go clothes shopping, and I would just be like, nope, not having any of it. Those are just a few of the signs that that maybe something wasn't quite right in terms of identifying as cisgender, but like there are a lot more. It's just, I feel like this was a long time coming. So yeah, I know that's a lot to process. I know it's like, oh shit, what? My daughter is also, my son is also my offspring and also can be all three but none at the same time. What? I know it's a lot. But there's one more hurdle that I would like to jump over, if you'll take my hand and we'll jump over it together. In terms of romantic relationships and like intimate relationships, that's what I'm gonna call them in this video. Don't make fun of me for dancing around the subject, okay? Like I said in the title, this video is mainly for my parents, alright? Leave me alone. But yeah, when it comes to romantic relationships and more intimate relationships, I am what is known as demisexual and demi-romantic. And I know what some of you may be thinking, that's not a real word. Those are not real words. Stop making up vocabulary. But they are. So demisexualism and demi-romanticism fall under what is called the asexual umbrella. It basically means that I literally cannot and most likely will not develop any kind of romantic or intimate feelings towards someone unless I have known them for a considerably long time and we have a really, really deep connection already. Like we're already really good friends, I've already known them for several years, this, that, and the other. It takes me a really long time to develop any kind of feelings. I have to really, really know them, or at least feel like I really, really know them on a really deep level before I can even start thinking about people that way. Which, I'm gonna call out my mother real quick, explains all of the times that I have had men in my life and it's been like, oh, they're so cute, oh, you should give them a chance, oh, they're clearly into you and this, that, and the other. And like, I'm always telling you that like, I don't really want it, I'm not really interested, it's not something that I'm into, I don't really know. That's why. It's because I didn't really feel like I knew them enough to even think about them in that way. Again, romantically and intimately. Now, this is the real kicker, and if the tone of my voice has changed a little bit, I've literally just thrown a lolly in my mouth and completely forgot that I was recording, so, oopsie. But here's the real kicker. So because I am demisexual and demi-romantic, I can only develop those kinds of feelings when I already have a really, really deep connection with someone. The gender of said person, goes completely out the window. They could be male, female, non-binary, trans, zim, anything. And if I feel like I've known them long enough and we have that deep connection, there is a possibility that I will develop these kind of romantic and intimate feelings for them. It just so happens by sheer coincidence that most of the people that I've actually successfully gotten into relationships with happen to be men. I have developed feelings for women. I have developed feelings for non-binaries. They just didn't pan out into relationships, because when it comes to me, the gender of the person involved doesn't matter. All that matters is that I feel like I know them and I have that close relationship with them already, if that makes sense. There are a lot of deeper and more complex thoughts and feelings and experiences, both tied to gender fluidity and demisexualism and demi-romanticism, that I would love to talk about further. But I'm probably going to save those for other videos. Maybe we'll do like a Pride Month series, or I'll just talk about my experiences and how I came to terms with these kinds of labels. But this video specifically was more so for me to be like, hey, so, cisgendered, straight, white female. The funny thing is I'm not even, like, fully white either. But yeah, this was more so, like, the coming out video, if that makes sense. I probably will do videos where I talk about this a little bit more. It's not going to be the main focus of the channel. I'm actually going to shift my main focus of the channel to be, like, writing stuff and, like, rewriting topics and, like, you know, just really, really emphasize that I am, in fact, a writer, and, like, just kind of focus on that. But this is something that I wanted to get out there because I've been thinking about it for a long time. It took me a really long time to be comfortable in myself, like, with these labels, and now that I am comfortable with myself, I feel like it's time to kind of, like, push it out there even more. I have mentioned it on Instagram, I have mentioned it on Twitter, but yeah, I just wanted to make it official, I guess. So yeah, thank you for lending me your ear. Thank you for listening to all of my queer thoughts, I guess. And yeah, thank you, everyone. I hope this really doesn't change anything. It shouldn't, realistically. Like, I'm still me. I'm still the same person that these people subscribe to. I'm still the same person in all my topic videos. So realistically, this shouldn't change anything. But if it does for you and you feel uncomfortable, then feel free to unsubscribe. I'm sorry. I'm sorry that my own personal sexuality and gender identity has offended you so. And yeah, with that, I think I'm done. So thank you, everyone, for listening. Stay warm, stay cozy, stay toasty. If you sneeze during the video at all, then bless you. And I'll see you when I see you. Bye-bye.